Alright, back again. Hey folks, check this out. You want to know what a pain in the ass is? I'll tell you what a pain in the ass is. Is all these fucking email companies. Like, for instance, Google. You know, Google wants your phone number. They want every time you go someplace, you get some shit that pops up on your phone. Says, are you here? Are you there? Are you here? Are you there? Then they want you to send pictures of what? Walmart and God knows places you're at. Then they want you to rate it. They want you to give it stars or whatever the hell you want to call it. Why should you do that? I mean, who gives a shit? Why can't we just go shopping or go out to eat or go to the movies or go bowling or wherever it is we want to go without being pestered by your fucking phone? So I guess the only alternative is to leave your phone at home, which is hard to do, especially if you have loved ones that need to get a hold of you because you got sick family or whatever. So it's a pain in the ass. Okay? Then you go to Google and you go to log on to a computer. Like I have a older cell phone, and I had a little bit newer one, and so I got rid of it because I didn't like the fact that you couldn't pull the battery out of it. And so I get aggravated with it, and I got rid of it. And I got an older phone, and this launcher that I was using, I couldn't find it on my phone when I logged on to the older phone. So I went on to my account on the internet, and when it did, all of a sudden a thing pops up on my phone and says, "Did you log in here? Did you log in there?" I mean, who gives a shit? Why can't we go shopping, go out to eat, bowling and everything, like I said, without being pestered by your fucking phone, by Google? They want to know everything about us, which, you know what? I don't give a shit, but why can't we know everything about them? For instance, 2 years ago, I emailed them about a problem I was having with a phone when I did a Google update. Guess what? I still ain't heard from them to this day. I emailed them like 4 times, you know. But then I was doing some ratings on some products on YouTube, and all of a sudden they can get a hold of me then because they claimed out of probably 8 products that 2 of them was somebody said it was a copyright infringement. I don't know how it was because I wasn't trying to sell this shit. I was just fucking advertising, saying how good it was. So I deleted it off and I quit advertising. And I'll tell you why why Google said that. Because Google wanted my address. They claimed if I let them put that AdSense on my fucking whatever ratings of these products that I was telling everybody about, they would send me money in the mail. So I thought about it, but then I got to looking up. One person said 18 months ago he signed up for it and never received shit. And then I seen another ad where a lady said she signed up I think it was 12 months ago and never received nothing. All it is, they want your address. They want to know where the fuck you're at. Why? What is this, communist? What are they going to do, take over the world, and they want to know everything about you? That way they know everything about you? I don't know. But it's probably like my wife says, Google is like that movie, Arnold Schwarzenegger, the last Terminator series on there, where that, whatever it is, takes over the world. That Genesis computer system, whatever. Imagine that. But anyway, the point being of it is, then all of a sudden, so I decided, I have Yahoo email. I've had it forever and a day, probably 15 years or 20 years, probably 20 years, I think. And every time you turn around, Yahoo wants me to secure my account with a fucking phone number. Why is it their business what my phone number is? I'm not a fucking criminal. I'm not some asshole who goes out there and pesters people. I stay home and I mind my own fucking business. Okay? I don't give a shit what the world does. Because you know what? No matter what I do, I can't stop it anyway. It's just the way it is. So I stay home. Mind my own business, watch TV, whatever it is, case may be. Mow the yard once in a while. And of course, jerk off my wife's naked pictures. But what can you do, right? You gotta do something for fun. So anyway, that aggravates me. But then all of a sudden, I tried this other email because I was going to advertise on Craigslist. And I didn't want to give my phone number out because next thing you know, when you do, Craigslist rents out your phone number and they rent out your email. They start getting all kinds of crap from all kinds of fucking places that you never even heard of. And they want you to buy this, or they'll call you up and say you won this and won that. It's a pain in the ass. So I decided to go on this other site called yandex.com. I found, because I googled and I said, what emails can you have without having a phone number? Well, lo and behold, I go on there and make one. It's like 4 or 5 months ago. Okay, so I go on there and I make one, and 4 or 5 days later, I go back on there. When I did, all of a sudden it says your account has been temporarily frozen because we feel that you have been hacked. So it asks you for your secret password, or not password, but questions to answer, and I put it in there. And then I know what the question is. I know the answer like at the back of my hand. And then it asks you, yeah. So then you hit next. Next thing you know, it says, oh, we want to send you an SMS message to your phone number. Why? So I thought, well, maybe I had forgot it. So I said, fuck it. I went in there and made another one, like, 3 or 4 months, about a month later, something like it. It was about 3 months, I think. Figured I'd try it again. This time I wrote everything down and I kept a copy of it. So, lo and behold, next thing you know, it was 2 weeks later, 2 weeks and 1 day or something, I go back on there and the same fucking thing. And I know I had the right password and all that. All it is, they want your fucking phone number. Why do they want your phone number? Well, it has nothing to do with advertising. All these fools out here thinks it's about advertisement and the company's making money. Well, no. They want to know everything about you. They want to know every fucking thing. And why do they want to sell you shit? Well, you say they want. A lot of fools out there believe that they want to sell you stuff. And they want to keep your account secure and all that. Well, if they want to sell you stuff, how come it is, that they let the fucking credit bureaus fuck you over with your credit? Let's get into that just for 2 or 3 seconds or minutes. Well, let's see. If you don't buy nothing on credit, you're crucified. If you apply for credit, you're crucified. If you get credit, you're fucking crucified. Well, at least most of the poor people are that I know. So every time you try, if you don't do it, you're fucked. If you do it, you're fucked. They keep your credit score down. That way you have to pay more interest rates, which is a fucking scam. And our sorry-ass government, who I believe 50% of them give a shit, but the 50% that cares has 10 million people with money standing in their way. So then, the 50% that doesn't give a shit ain't going to do nothing about it anyway. So guess what? In America, you're fucked. Right? It's a great place to live. Beautiful scenery. Good-looking, nice people. But you're fucked. Right? The banks and all that, they're in cahoots with it. They want to raise the interest rates. That way you have to pay a bunch of shit. A bunch of money. Why? Because they're all fucking scam artists. And then if you don't do anything about it, you're fucked. Look at Wells Fargo, how they fuck people. It's been all over the news. Our government didn't do nothing about that. They don't give a fuck. It's not them. And then look at the Bank of America. What's 07, 08, how they bankrupted a major insurance company. They took, the way I understand, 20 or 30,000 houses from people illegally, and they got sued by the government. It was on Rolling Stones magazine one time, about it. You know, I read about it in there. And what? The government didn't do a fucking thing. Them people that got all their houses taken away didn't get their houses back, and the shit's still on their fucking credit. Imagine that. Only in America, baby. But still, this email thing is a pain in the ass, especially Google. And you know, y'all are saying, well, don't use them. Well, you don't really have much of a choice, because now Google's implemented all its shit on iPhones and everything else. Of course, I wouldn't have an iPhone because I like having an SD card in case, you know, your phone fucking crashes. That way you pull the pictures out and all that stuff. You know what I mean? But Google's implemented its shit on Apple and everything else. And then I just read that there's a virus out there. I forgot what it's called. If I could look it up here while I'm talking to you on the thingy here, where it says that a Google virus that gets on your apps. Let's see, I'm looking it up. Okay, now let's see what it says here. Yeah. Well, no, that ain't it. Now this is horseshit. Okay, let me see. See, now I read this a couple days on the internet, yesterday actually. Let's see if I do it this way. Android app virus. Let's see if that's what it is. Well, apparently not, but I did read about it, and it said maybe I'm doing the wrong thing, but it claims that this so-called virus gets on your apps and it's hard to detect it. Well, I'm sorry, how is it hard to detect it? If they know it's there, then they detected it, right? Right. So I'm looking it up on another way. And anyway, it said, now see, I can't find it now that I saw it. They took it off the fucking internet, probably. Oh, no, it's called, well, no, let me see. I don't know what it's called. Anyway, I saw it a few days ago, or yesterday, or whatever. And Norton and all them apps does not work on your fucking phone. It's horseshit. So, anyway, and then, of course, you got, you know, I wonder about some of these viruses and all this shit and people hacking to your accounts all over the place. They blame it on other countries. But, I'm sorry, in America in the last 20 years, look how many scams has been going on. From banks to God knows everybody's stealing people's money and all that shit out of their banks and all that. Come on, seriously? But it don't happen in America. Come on, people. Why can't we all just live together, love each other, take care of each other, go to swing parties together, as long as you're above the legal age, or at least with the swing parties anyway. Y'all have a blessed day. Later.